Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. For Brown, Jake Fennell, I'm Zach Austin. Thought we were live. Technical difficulties. It is Hero Night, and if you, well, I mean, you might have missed the opening part. Had four honorary captains. You had your police chief, Ben Villarreal, representing the police department, and then you had Chief Eric Rogers of the fire department, representing the fire departments. And then you also had Mr. Mark Maxwell representing the EMS. And then you had Coach Denton representing the military. I know I made a post on Facebook. Check out our Facebook page, Booneville Bearcat live stream. And I've got a post pinned on there, folks. Type in the name of anybody you know that's in any of those four categories, either a retired veteran or they're currently in the military. Same thing with the police. EMS and fire departments, current or past. So, and we'll give them shout-outs throughout the game. Got a good game here tonight as your Booneville Bearcats come in number 2 in Class 3A, 1-0 overall, and take on the number 5 Ozark Hillbillies out of the Class 4A. They are 1-0. They beat Clarksville last week 31-13. Your Cats won 14-10 last week over the Poto Pirates. Big game, guys. This is the 100th game, or it's not. It's the 87th meeting, and this series, started 100 years ago. So that's pretty cool.
That's hard to believe, man. That just puts it in perspective. You know how long these two teams have been going at it. I think I read in your deal here earlier. A little bit of the history there. The first meeting all the way back in 1924.
Yeah.
Booneville took home a victory 45-0 over the visiting Hillbillies there. So I'm hoping to have a little magic 100 years later, something similar.
Yeah, hopefully so. And, you know, your Cats lead the series 55-27-4. I believe I'll get it pulled up here in a second. Yes, 55-27-4. Last meeting was last year. It was 48-35. That was back in Ozark, and that was a pretty good game last year. Expecting another good game. Got a decent crowd out here tonight. Cats are going to be running out with some flags here tonight. We'll try to give you folks a field side view real quick of that here in just a second. But, hey, got a pretty good opponent across the way. Last week, their quarterback, Kobe Wilbanks, was 4 of 11 passing, 73 yards. He carried the ball 4 times for 27 yards. He had 2 TDs. A couple guys to watch out for on the ground is Caden Rosin and then Lawson Wright. Rosin had 103 yards and Wright had 80 yards. Between two of them, they had 3 touchdowns. Got to watch out for on the defense for them. It's going to be Gilstrap. He had 15 tackles. So Cats are going to have to come up and stop those guys right there and stop that run game of Ozark, try to force them to pass it, get some pressure on Wilbanks. Real good athlete. He can throw it and he can pass it. So got to get some pressure on him. Some guys watch out for your Cats. Hunter Warren, he led the Cats with 67 yards last week. And then Seth Wilson led the defense with 16 tackles. And those couple guys watch out for your Cats, as well as Lentz. He had a 52-yard run, a touchdown, and then Todd as well back there in the backfield. Senior Bearcat running back. He also had pretty good showing, and Dromer showed a couple bursts last week for the Cats.
Yeah, we talked a lot about last week how it was going to be a different look that we had been used to for since the last 3 years with the loss of Ray and Goff to graduating.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a lot of different moving pieces to help pick up some of that slack. And I think we showed that there's plenty of them that can do that. And we talk about Wilbanks. Wilbanks last year was a big player for them, big momentum boost. I think it ended up like a 48-35 game. So it should be a good showing today, good ball game. Number one key here will be stopping Wilbanks and the remainder of that ground game and Rawson and Wright.
Captain for tonight's game from Ozark, number 13, Kobe Wilbanks, number 44, Eli Gilstrap, and number 68, Kate Kendrick.
captains are on the field. For Booneville, it'll be number 5, quarterback Jace Washburn. For the Hillbillies, it'll be number 44, Eli Gilstrap. Can't see their numbers now.
Booneville has won the toss, deferred to the second half. Ozark will receive the opening kickoff.
Booneville won the opening toss and will defer to the second half. It'll be Ozark's ball to start the game.
Head linesman Scott Burns, line judge David Crawford, and back judge Jason Riker. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Bearcat football.
Zach is currently down on the field. We were trying something new today, new camera angle, and little technical difficulties with that. And we have no way of telling him, so y'all make sure to tell him that it looked good and he did a good job when he comes back. And we'll keep that our secret. No one will ever know the difference. Ozark is now taking the field. They'll be on the opposite sideline, per usual. And here comes the smoke through the Bearcat helmet. And here come your Bearcats, led by number 22, Dakota Matson, and number 10, Rhett Niedert. The Cats looking to build off of last week's momentum against the visiting Poto Pirates, a game that many felt Boone would be on the opposite side of, and were able to come out with a victory, 14-10. Ozark winning their game last week as well, so should be a clash of two solid teams this afternoon. Key for the game for Booneville is going to be getting that offense going. I know we were impressed with the defense last week, holding the Poto Pirates to only 10 points, but the offense is going to have to show, despite the several players with key bursts, lots of little things that needed to be cleaned up. So look to see Booneville build on some of those positives last week and improve some of the issues over the next couple of hours. Booneville has taken the field for the opening kickoff. It'll be number 23, Oliver Loaiza, on to do the kicking. Last week it was a great start. Loaiza's kick finds the ground. Booneville's able to come away with it. Got themselves on the board early with a quick strike. Loaiza's set to kick one off to open up week 1 of the 2024 season. Loaiza's kick is up and fielded by number 4, that's Brousseau. Got a little room, and he is going to be brought down by a couple of Bearcats. That's Noah Harrell, and I believe that was, I think it was Noah Harrell that was first to get there. So Ozark will get the ball to start the game. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 43-yard line. Again, key to the game, keeping Will Banks under control. Last week he only had 27 yards on the ground, but we saw last season what he was able to do as the snap is up and thrown and complete over the center of the field into the arms of number 2. That's Colton Rawson. Brought down by Connor Dromer, and that's going to be plenty for the first down. It's going to flip the field. Booneville onto the Booneville side of the field. Ball's going to be placed at the 37-yard line. The Hillbillies are on the move.
It's a big pickup there for your Hillbillies, folks, but good stop there by Dromer. And like I said, we'll have to Wilbanks dual threat quarterback. We'll see what the Cats can do here. We'll have a handoff right up on the left-hand side. Hunter Warren, first guy there to bring him down for your Cats.
That's a good job by Warren in pursuit. Holds him to a gain of, looks like maybe 3 yards on the play.
Wilbanks looking to pass. Got some pressure there from Damari Poole. And fans are wanting a flag, and I agree. Pass attempted just a little bit too high for number 0. That's Easton Fox.
Yeah, it looked like we may have had a little jersey pulled there on the pursuit. Wilbanks just able to get it off and sells it wide. I believe that was Rhett Needard in coverage over here. Ball's going to go out of bounds. 3rd and 7 coming up now. Cats defense, guys, over the last couple of years, we say it a lot. They're not timid to play down on their own end of the field.
No.
They've consistently held strong. Look to see us build on that.
Got some pressure from the backside. Good hit there by Todd. That's a live ball. Hunter Warren picks it up. The Cats are going to have it right there on the 49-yard line.
Yeah, that was a great job there. We do have a player slow to get up. That's Damari Poole, number 14. He appears to be okay, just shaking up a little bit. Yeah, great job in pursuit. Quarterback contact right as he goes to throw it, slips out, recovered by the Cats. And here we are at midfield. Early turnover once again, 2nd week in a row. Booneville's going to take over 1st and 10 from the 48-yard line.
Going to nominate that hit from Mr. Dylan Todd as one of the ones for the Black Dog. I don't think they have a dog. They got a dog, though. Black Dog hit of the game, brought to you by Black Dog Meat Company. Hey, those guys, I said it last week, I have yet to leave disappointed from them.
They're good. Went there again today.
Hey,
Friday deal. That's a Friday deal for me.
Hunter Warren on the left-hand side picks up about 2 there on the carry.
Yeah, not a lot of room to work. That was Wilbanks brought him down. Gain of, it looks like they're going to give him 2 right at the midfield 50-yard line. 2nd and 8 coming up.
We got Matson split out to the right, Jerald to the left. Warren's your fullback. Washburn comes up under center. Todd is your right halfback. Lentz is your left. Lentz goes in motion. It's going to be keeper by QB, and he gets maybe back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to mark him at the line right there. That was Easton Fox, number 0. Don't see that a lot.
No, there's only a handful.
Recently become legal.
Yeah.
Last couple of years. So looks like they did go ahead and give him a yard gain right there. So we are across into Hillbilly territory, but a long 3rd and 7 coming up.
Matson's in close here for your Cats. There's going to be a pitch over here to Dylan Todd on the left-hand side. And he's got some room to go down to the 32, maybe 30-yard line where they mark him. It's a big pickup there by your senior.
Dylan Todd, he'll shock you, surprise you a little bit when he gets moving. He's got a quick initial burst. And he shows it right there with a large chunk play crossing to about the 34-yard line now. Plenty for a first down. Booneville will have him a fresh set.
Hey, I want to take this time to thank some sponsors for the app and the website, BoonevilleBearcats.com. Premier, our exclusive broadcast advisors, First Western Bank, serving our local community for over 110 years. Same formation here for you, Cats. Needard's in at right halfback now. Toss to Lentz on the right-hand side.
Bounce.
Like you said, I was wanting to see him go outside with that.
I think if he would have bounced that out, he may have had the corner. Instead, he went head hunting.
Yeah.
Found somebody, put a good little pop on him. That's going to be a gain of 5. Good little run, 2nd and 5.
Some premier sponsors for the app and the website. It's going to be Union Bank. Let Brett Cook and the staff take care of you. Hey, speaking of Mr. Brett Cook, I saw him down at the fair today. So Union Bank, they're out and about supporting the community, and they're supporting your Booneville Bearcats here. Washburn comes up under center. It's going to be hand off to Needard on the left-hand side. Rhett Needard's down to the 25, over to the 20. Heads down to the 15. Going to be pushed out of bounds at the 14, 13-yard line.
Good job by Needard catching the corner there. Drug out of bounds. I believe that's number is that 33, Conder?
I believe
Drug him out of bounds right there. So plenty, once again, for the first down. Ball is going to be placed at the 14-yard line now. Booneville knocking on the door of the end zone. 1st and 10.
Same formation here for you Cats. Matson and Jerald split to the left. Lentz is your left halfback. Todd back in at the right halfback. Warren is your fullback. He gets the handoff right up the middle, little sidestep. Hunter Warren down to the 5, drags a couple Hillbillies down to the 2-yard line, and it'll be first and goal here for you Cats.
A good little patient run right there by Warren, almost in slow motion.
Yeah.
Just waiting on the hole to open and develop for him, and once he gets a chance, he busts through. Ball's going to be placed at the 2-yard line now. First and goal for Booneville. Looking to punch in an early 6.
Washburn's going to get the ball handed off to Hunter Warren. A little spin move and nothing going there. Maybe a loss of yards.
Yeah. Didn't have a clean exchange right there, and Cats are going to take a step backwards now. Second and goal from the 4.
Looks like Todd's going to come out and Poole's going to come in. Looks like we're going to have maybe a little T formation here from the Cats. Madsen splits out to the right, Harold to the left. Washburn comes up under center. And it's going to be handed off to Warren over here on the left-hand side. A little sidestep. Got his legs cut out from underneath him by Wilbanks. Gain of maybe a yard.
Yeah, I think they're going to give him a yard there. Now we've downed it at the 3-yard line. 2 plays to get 3 yards.
7 minutes left to go here in the first quarter. First possession of the game for your Cats. A couple shout-outs to do. I'll do it right after this play. Same formation here for your Cats. It's going to be hand off to Connor Lentz on the right-hand side. He's got a little hole and
held strong.
Yeah, hair short. Got 3 Hillbillies there on the stop, led by Mr. Gilstrap. He's the one you're going to have to watch out for in the Hillbillies defense. Led them with 15 tackles last week. 6:25 left to go here in the first. 4th and goal from the 3. Todd comes in. That shout out I was going to do is going to be Mr. Wayne Corbett. He's a EMT for Booneville, and a mighty fine one. And I might add, David Gadberry, retired veteran, and then Joshua Redmond, Army veteran, and then his son JJ or Josh is down here on the sideline as well for your Cats. Got a flag.
Yeah, we've got a flag. We'll have to see what it is here. We're going to have a false start charged against the Cats. That's going to back it up and make this a tougher task. Ball's going to be placed at, I guess, was it the 9-yard line now?
Yeah.
Cats got to come up with 9 yards on the play, and it looks like we're going to send in Loaiza for the field goal.
Be the first field goal attempt, like Dylan just said, of the year. Mr. Oliver Loaiza. Some other sponsors for the app and the website. Taylor Nieder of Patriot Utilities, and then Mayo's Quality Plumbing. Nieder to do the holding. Snaps good, the holds up, kick is up, and it is good. So with 5:42 left to go here in the first quarter, your Cats up over the Ozark Hillbillies, 3-0. We'll take a little break and be right back. You watch Bearcat football. And we're back here at Bearcat Stadium. Here's Loaiza to do the kick, and good kick. Going to be fielded at the 15. Ball's dropped. You got Shelton in pursuit, as well as Bowman, as well as Clayton Green. As number 4 heads to the far sideline before he's tackled by number 1. That's going to be Ritchie. Devin Ritchie out there on the stop. Cats are up 3-0. If you're just joining us, Ozark won the toss, decided to receive the ball. Opened up with a good pass over the top, and then I believe it was 3rd down. Dylan Todd come in from the backside and laid a pretty good hit on Wilbanks forced a fumble, and the ball was picked up by Hunter Warren. Cats go down. They get stomped, but Loaiza able to kick the field goal. That's how you score 3-0. And Dylan Todd strips the ball away. Dylan Todd to the 15, 10, 5, touchdown, Bearcats.
God. Strips the ball
Oh, yeah, give me 5 on that
out
one.
of the back's hands. Marches that thing in, what was that, 30-something yard?
Yeah, that's 34 yards.
34 yard. It's going to go down as a strip.
Yeah.
And
Makes
a touchdown for Booneville is going to give them a 9-0 lead with the extra point incoming. The 5:23 mark, Loazon do the extra point. Great job by Todd in pursuit.
Dylan Todd.
What's funny is he was blocked into the guy.
Yeah.
And then turned and just said, whoop.
I'll take that, thank you.
I'll take that.
Kick is up, and it is good. 10-0 is your score. 5:23 left to go here in the first quarter. And as of right now, I'm nominating that for the Reed's Hometown Barbecue play of the game so far.
Yeah, I would say so. That's an excellent job by Dylan. And I didn't even see it come out of his hand.
No,
or
I
pull
didn't
it from
either.
him. And then just out of nowhere, here he goes.
Yeah.
It's a great job by Todd. He's somebody, he's grown just a ton in his ability here. Doing a good job. And another guy we don't get to talk about a lot, Oliver Loaiza there. You can see some a little bit more confidence in him. The leg has gotten stronger, and I'm willing to bet his mind's gotten a little stronger too. He looks much more comfortable this season. Cats up 10-0 with 5:23 to go in the first.
Loaiza's kick again, a high kick, fielded about the 16-yard line. Head over to the Hillbilly sideline again. Got Dromer in pursuit, and that's going to be Devin Ritchie on the stop again. Two times in a row for the Bearcat football player there.
Booneville defense coming in. We were impressed with them last week, holding a good Poto Pirate team to 10 points.
Yes.
Other than the one drive coming out of the half.
And that was last year a high-scoring offense for the Pirates.
Right. So we've been impressed with that, and then so far tonight, just continuing to be more and more impressed. 2 fumble recoveries, 1 taken back for a touchdown, and here they are ready to make some noise on their third trip to the field.
Got right going in motion is going to be Wilbanks up the middle. Helmet comes off, and you're going to have Hunter Warren on the stop for your Cats. Flag or something went flying. I don't know what all went flying out there.
I think that was a mouthpiece. I think it was a helmet and a mouthpiece went flying.
And maybe a chin strap off too. I will say, when you got your mouthpiece and helmets of life throwing all over the place, stop on down by Shelter Insurance. Let agents Jerald Baker and Austin Baker take care of you. They're proud sponsors of the app and the website and the live stream. They are our sponsors for the halftime show and the band member of the week. And it's going to be a little speed option play here as Wilbanks keeps it right up the middle down to the 50-yard line.
And that's the best part of Wilbanks' game, his ability to move in open space. Does a good job there, had a little option on it, elects to keep it himself, and I'd say it was the right call as he's up across the 50-yard line into Bearcat territory. Be 1st and 10 now from the 49-yard line.
4:46 left to go here in the first quarter. Another shout-out I want to do here real quick. Shout-out to John Lentz, Army. He is Cooper and Connor Lentz's dad, number 3, number 4 for you Cats. And it's going to be a keeper by Wilbanks on the left-hand side. Got Wilson in pursuit. Wilbanks still on his feet down to the 30, 25-20. Got Niedert in pursuit, pushed out of bounds. Will they say he's out or in?
I think he's going to be out at the 1-yard line. That was great effort just to have a touchdown saving shove. Wilbanks is on the ground.
Looks like he's
I think he's
tying his shoe.
Yeah, I think he's just got an equipment malfunction. So Booneville
have a official timeout. Got another shout out, Mr. Austin Goff. He's a volunteer firefighter for the Grayson Fire Department. And then got another one in memory of Master Sergeant Ruth Green, retired Army. She loved Booneville and was a huge supporter of all sports. And the students and the community. Completely agree. She's deeply missed by several people here in the community. And then Greg Rice and Kevin Rice, some veterans. Mark Walker, Logan County investigator and retired Army Air Force. Or Air Force, excuse me. 4:24 left to go here in the first quarter. One receiver to either side. Wilbanks and right in the backfield. Wilbanks up the middle. Seth Wilson dives, wraps him up. He's going to be probably at the inch-yard line, I'd say.
Yeah, if anything, they're going to have him back at that. Looks like he gained maybe a quarter inch there. It's going to be second and goal now as that clock ticks under the 4-minute mark of the opening quarter.
Wilbanks again on the keeper right side, and he's going to have a big old hole. Do have a flag coming in from the right sideline. We'll see what the call is. That came at 3:56 left in the first.
Could be a break for the Bearcats, and it is. We've got an illegal shift. It's going to back it up and give that Bearcat defense a little bit of breathing room. 5-yard penalty is going to back it up to about the 6-yard line now. Wouldn't it?
Yeah, it should be about this, yeah.
Looks like they're placing it at the. There we go. Now we're moving it.
Couple more shout-outs. Louis Trickett, Army veteran. And then he is the great-grandpa of Connor Lentz, Cooper Lentz, Brendan Hubble.
I've got one shout-out to give. Okay. It's from former head coach Scott Hyatt. Wants to give a shout-out to Brian Young, who is a longtime Bearcat fan. Thanks for tuning in, Brian.
Wilbanks is going to have his keeper on the left-hand side. He's going to be stopped. I believe Seth Wilson on the stop there for you Cats.
Got him across the 5 to the 4-yard line now, where we're going to have a 3rd and goal coming up. Seth Wilson, another tackle. Last week he was our defensive player of the game. He had 16 tackles. He's got him a couple on this drive down here inside the 5-yard line. Cats looking to get one more big play and force Ozark into a decision.
Two receivers to the right, one to the left. Wilbanks and Wright is back there in the backfield. 3:02 left to go here in the first. 3rd and goal from the 4, and Ozark's probably gonna. That's a delay a game or a timeout.
I'm sure they got the timeout off just in time. So with 2:57 to go, Booneville defense gonna come get a breather here. 3rd and 4. When we come back, Cats are up 10-0.
We'll take a little break and bear back. You're watching Bearcat football. And we're back here at Bearcat Stadium. Don Elmore press box. Shield Field right off DJ George Drive. Your Cats are up 10-0 over the Ozark Hillbillies. Big 3rd down play here for your Cats defense. 2:57 left to go here in the first quarter. You're going to have Gilstrap, Wilbanks in the backfield. Got pressure from Seth Wilson. A big old hole up the middle, but good job by your Cats defense. Hunter Warren there on the stop.
Yeah, great job by Warren. Going to be back at that line to gain there. 4th down play coming up, 4th and 4, and Ozark's going to have to make a decision. It looks like they're going to go for it. I think it's the right call for them.
I think so. You go for it here. I was going to say you ain't got nothing to lose. You kick a field goal. I mean, you're still down a touchdown, but you get a touchdown here, you're going to keep the momentum with you with what you got. As I said, it's going to be the same play right up the middle, and he's going to be in. So 2:12 left to go here in the first quarter. Ozark's on the board. Scores 10-6 pending the PAT.
Good job by the defense right there, holding strong, just unable to finish it off. And Ozark's going to get on the board now with 6 points of their own, extra point incoming. It's going to be number 15 on the kick. I don't have his name on my roster.
Yeah, I don't either.
His kick is up, and it is good. Splits the upright, so Hillbillies are on the board. Score is 10-7 with 2:12 left in the opening quarter of this week 1 matchup with the visiting Ozark Hillbillies.
A couple more shout-outs. Got a shout-out to Miss Chrissy Yarborough, EMT. And another one we got here. Got, trying to make sure I don't do them twice. If I do, that's just icing on the cake.
Double the shout-out.
Yeah. Mr. Shane Dahart, I hope I said that right, Navy veteran. Back in his younger years was a TV camera and a reporter, and was a celebrity who spent many nights filming football on Friday nights on local football fields. So that's pretty cool.
Let it go out, and that's what we do. And that's going to be a flag on the opening kickoff. Or excuse me, not the opening kickoff. On their first kickoff.
There would be Ozark's first kickoff. Wasn't quite wrong there.
Well, semantics.
Give a shout out to some more sponsors for the live stream real quick. Midtown Charm, they be sponsoring our offensive and defensive players of the game. Stop on down there. They're on Village Loop right behind Union Bank. And Airmaster Inc. give Corey and Lance a call for all your air conditioning needs. Also, Crowley City Service, do brakes, shocks, oil changes, and wiper replacement. Another shout out, Johnny Wagner.
Cats are going to elect to have Ozark re-kick, so the ball's going to be kicked off now from the 35-yard line. Do it again. Do it again.
Yeah. Back deep for you Cats is Matson and Lentz. They're sitting at the 25-yard line. Here's the kick. Matson's going to field it at the 20. Heads up the middle over here. He's got a couple blockers here in front of him. Dakota Matson.
Good job by Matson.
Ball comes out. Ozark. Oh, there's a fight for it down low. We'll see who winds up with it.
Yeah, it was in the arms at one point.
Dromer. I was going to say, who was that?
He faked him out.
I was going to say the kicker.
Yeah, that was the kicker. We
don't.
don't have his number. That was a good hustle play by him. Dove in and was on the ball, just unable to corral it. Matson does a good job right there of waiting and being patient, letting his blockers get in front of him. Just got to hold on to that ball. Booneville catches a break there. They're going to get the ball midfield now at the 48-yard line. There's just their second offensive series.
Washburn's under center. It's going to be hand off the pull at the fullback. I'm sorry, it's a pitch to Lentz on the right-hand side.
Lot of room.
Connor Lentz has got the first down. Be drugged from behind. That's going to be a pickup of about, 14 there?
Good little run. Lentz showed his burst. Doesn't need a lot of room to work. Just give him a little space.
Yep.
And if he sees it, he'll take advantage of it. Right there, he finds it for a 15-yard pickup. Ball is now across midfield. Place at the 37-yard line.
Matson split out to the right, Harold to the left. Lentz is your left halfback, Todd is your right halfback. Going to have a pass at 10 here from Washburn.
Oh, we
Lentz
got it.
is wide open. Connor Lentz to the 10, 5, touchdown, Bearcats.
Boys, I'm not going to lie to you. I think there were about 4 options on that play that could have been hit for a touchdown. And I like the call, just showing that we've got it in the bag and in the game plan. We'll have to keep teams honest. Jace Washburn connects with a 37-yard touchdown pass, I believe, to Connor Lentz, and a quick strike, get the points back. Loaiza's kick is up and splits the upright, so Booneville going to have themselves a 10-point lead, 17-7, with 1:30 to go in the opening quarter.
We'll take a little break. Be right back. You're watching Bearcat football. And we're back here. Gilstrap with the ball. Whole slew of cats in there on the stop. He had Clayton Green, number 20. And number 8, Mac Tillery. A couple more shout-outs. Ms. Jamie Dornan wants to give a shout-out to a couple of her nephews, Jordan Reed and Shane Golden, both firefighters. Well, I'm thinking of firefighters in Fort Smith. Wes Swint, he's another firefighter.
Austin Cobb.
Austin Cobb.
All those are good friends of ours.
Yep.
Growing up, all about the same age.
Wilbanks looking to pass. Got a guy open on slant route.
Ouch.
Good pop from Neidert.
Good job by Neidert. Put a pop on him, and it hurt.
Yeah, it did.
You could almost hear it from up
Yeah.
here.
That's going to be nominated for
Yeah,
Black Dog
that's
hit of the game.
That's a heck of a hit. And have to hope he's all right here. As the training staff, coach staff is on the field to take a look at him.
So while they're tuning to the young man from Ozark, we're going to take a little break, folks, and be right back. You're watching Bearcat football.
That was number 23, Zach Young, senior, 6'2", 150-pound wide receiver for the Hillbillies. And now we've got a flag on the play.
Whoa.
A personal foul penalty.
What?
I guess they're calling it.
And got another
And now
flag.
we've got another one over here. It's going to be a sideline warning. And now we've got another flag.
I think Ozark's got to get 45 yards out of it. We'll have an ejection.
I'm not sure what the final call here is going to be. I'm guessing they called that flag on Neidert. I don't know if they called it. They didn't call it an unsportsmanlike. They called it a personal foul. And so that's going to be a flip of the field here.
Yeah.
It could be as much as 45 yards.
The ball's going to be placed at the 50. I'm trying to do the math and figure all that out, how we ended up at the 50. So we're going to have as a 1st and 5, and now the Cats are going to jump offside, give them a first down. Ball's going to be placed at the 45-yard line now, and I think it's time to take a bit of a deep breath here. Isaac set it up here. It may be a good idea to see a timeout call.
Yeah, wouldn't hurt. Kind of gather everybody up, gather your thoughts, especially after all of that. 1:17 left to go here, and Ozark returns the favor.
Yep. All right. So that's going to back up 5. Now we'll have as a 1st and 15, and this has been some quality football.
Yeah.
These last couple of plays.
I will say we've had some more people file in here, so
yeah,
it's
it
looking
got
pretty good.
packed. I was a bit shocked when I got here.
I was too.
Thinking there'd be more, especially after last week with Poto and just knowing the history of this game.
Right.
But they've started piling in now. We've got fans wrapped around the sides.
This is the 87th meeting between these two schools, and this series stretches back. This is the 100th year that this series stretches back to. Opened up back in 1924. And Wilbanks got loose over here on the left-hand side. Hunter Warren with the stop there for your Cats. You're going to have Mr. Haller coming into the game for your Cats as Richardson's coming out. 1 minute left to go here in the first quarter. And you like what your Cats defense is doing here so far. Ozark's, don't get me wrong, Ozark's made some plays, looked good. But your Cats defense so far, we'll see if they can keep up with what they're doing.
When you've got a shifty quarterback like Wilbanks, it's tough to keep him corralled for an entire game. But the Cats have done a good job. That's right there. Pitch just gets it off to number 4, and he's going to be met by a slew of Cats. That's Brogan, I believe that's Brasseau. He's going to gain a couple of yards on the play. It's going to get the ball to about the 41-yard line now. It's going to be 3rd down, I believe, 3rd and 8, or excuse me, 3rd and 5.
And that's probably going to be the final play of the first quarter. You got 7 seconds on the game clock, and that's probably what's going to wind up happening as you got 3, 2, 1, and
no horn.
No horn. I didn't know if they was going to let them get that play off or.
All right, so that's going to bring us to the end of the opening quarter of this Week 1 matchup. Booneville 17, Ozark 7.
We'll take a little break and be right back. You're watching Bearcat football. And we're back here at Bearcat Stadium, Shield Field, Don Elmore press box, right off DJ George Drive. And so far, we've had ourselves a pretty good, pretty entertaining first quarter here.
Yeah, man, it's been fun. High scoring. Already had 24 points scored in the game.
Yeah. That's what you had last week.
Yeah, for the entirety of it. So Booneville's gonna hit the field on the defensive side now with a 3rd and 6 coming up. I have a feeling I know who's gonna have the ball in his hands.
I do too. Pistol formation here for the Hillbillies. Wilbanks gets the snap. It's going to be a little speed option over here on the left. That's going to be a first down. That was number 15, Caden Rosen. Got another Hunter Warren stop there. I believe that's 6 stops so far if I got them tallied right for the junior. Another shout out. Mr. John McKnight wants to give a shout out to Jason McKnight and Taylor Tatterson. They are active Air Force, a couple guys that we all went to school with and play sports with. And then also Derek Fitzgerald's Army, Harley's Fitzgerald's uncle. And it's going to be Wilbanks on the keeper. Run past a couple of Cats defenders. Rhett Niedert able to wrap him up down at the 5.
Good job by Niedert. Another touchdown saving tackle, and Wilbanks is slow to get up. And he down. He's injured here.
You're listening to Bearcat football on Cool Miles North. I'll let you know.
11:46 left to go here in the second. They're still looking at Wilbanks as he's down there. We're going to take a little break, folks, while they are attending to Wilbanks, and we'll be right back. You're watching Bearcat football. And we're back here at Bearcat Stadium. Good to see Mr. Wilbanks walking off the field under his own power. Just maybe got a little tweak in a muscle or something. Or
Yeah, he's walking a little gingerly on that right leg of his.
I do have another shout out. Miss Rhonda Weaver wants to give a shout out to Justin Shackelford, military and state trooper.
Got one shout out to give as well. Shout out to Caden Yarborough.
Hey.
Former Bearcat golfer, basketball player, athlete, and EMT extraordinaire.
Got a shout out after this play right here. Number 8 is going to be your quarterback, Cade Cap, 6 foot 170 sophomore. It's going to be a handoff to Rosin on the right hand side, and a little extra effort's going to get him in.
Yep, that's going to be a touchdown just across the line.
Comes at the 11:39 mark here in the second quarter. It's going to bring on the PAT. Got a shout out to Mr. Andrew Springer. Today is his birthday. Happy birthday, Andrew, and go Cats. Mr. Philip Robertson, he's watching, and he says go Cats all the way from O'Reilly's in Ozark. Rosin to do the kicking is
off the
no,
uprights
it is
and
good.
In.
Lucky bounce. 17-14 is your score with 11:39 left to go here in the first half. Give a shout out to a couple more sponsors before we take a little break. Wiggins Ace Hardware. Get a hold of Clay and Grant. Let them take care of you with all the honey-do list or any hardware needs. Pop and Pup Metalwork LLC. Hey, if you got something that needs a edge on it, get a hold of JD and Jason. They'll put the edge right there on that blade for you. Get it cutting like new. Susan's Flowers and Gifts over there by Sonic. They do weddings, birthdays, special occasions, funerals, whatever you can think of that someone needs a flower or a gift. Stop by there and let Susan and Danny take care of you. Also, Reed's Hometown Barbecue. They are open Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. Give them a call at 675-2159. Best barbecue around. Okay, it's going to be fielded by Todd over here at the 35-yard line. Lowers his shoulder and going to be thrown down at the 44-yard line. That was 45 on the stop. That's Hayden Gilstrap. He is a 5'8", 165 sophomore. So 11:35 left to go here in the second quarter.
Going to have great field position to start up at the 44-yard line here. Cats struck quick earlier with a pass over the top into the hands of Connor Lentz. I think you could expect to see Booneville go to more of their traditional type offense here, ground and pound. It starts right here with this first play.
Pulls in at fullback. He's going to get the handoff right up the middle. Damari Poole is going to have a gain of about 3-4 yards there on the carry.
We've got a little feistiness down low. That is a pancake. job by Damari Poole, able to just lower his shoulder and collect a few yards there. 3-yard pickup's going to bring up 2nd and 7.
It's going to be a pitch to Connor Lentz on the right-hand side. Almost bobbles it. Connor Lentz up to the 40, cuts back down to the 35, down to the 32-yard line.
Number 30, Connor Lentz on the carry. Tackle made by number 44, Eli Gilstrap. Result of the play is another Booneville Bearcat.
Good pitch right there by Washburn, finds the hands of Connor Lentz, who uses his quick burst to pick up several yards there. We're now into Hillbilly territory at the 34-yard line.
Niedert's in at your right halfback. Lentz is still your left. 10:35 left to go here in the first half. Hand off to Connor Lentz back here on the right-hand side. Connor cuts inside. Whole slew of Hillbillies in there on the stop. Got 15 in there. Rosin and number 29. Blaine Childers, he's a 6', 235 junior. Lentz is going to come out on this play, helmet come off. Mr. Barry Bradford wants to give a shout out to his brother, Staff Sergeant Corey Bradford, U.S. Marines, is deployed in the Pacific. A couple more shout outs. Brian, Amy, Bryson, Ansley, and Lacey Simpson are all watching. And sorry I forgot y'all shout out last week. 10:03 left to go here. Hand off to Damari Poole. What a spin move.
Yeah, good move right there by
Picks
Poole.
up that, close to picking up that first down.
Number 23, Zach Young. Zach Young first to meet Poole. Yeah, like you said, excellent spin move right there to.
And they do give him the first down. I was waiting. I kept going back and forth there.
Yeah, it's a little out of sorts down there at times. We don't have a buzzer going. I'm not hearing a whistle a couple of times tonight. Just
Damari Poole gets the handoff again on the left-hand side. Damari pick up another 3, maybe 5 yards after that little extra push.
That's your typical Booneville Bearcat offense right there. Ground and pound. 3, 4, 5 yards at a time. Looks like that one's going to go for about 4.5, 5 yards there. We're going to have as a 2nd down coming up. Ended up giving him 4. So 2nd and 6. Ball's going to be placed at the 19-yard line, and we are down into the red zone of the Ozark Hillbilly defense.
Gary and Jen Taylor are watching. Got a special shout out right after this play. Got a flag coming in. That's going to be a false start on your Cats as Dylan Todd gets hit for a loss there. Number 44 there on the stop for the Hillbillies, Eli Gilstrap.
Yeah, and we'll have to see. Got an illegal shift. Did they elect to take the penalty or decline it? Because it was a loss of yards on the play, so you may see them elect to decline and take the loss of down. We'll see what they did here. And that's what they're going to do. They're going to decline it. So you're going to lose a couple yards there. Go from that 2nd and 6 to now a 3rd and 8. You got to assume you're in 4-down territory here.
Yeah, with 8:45 left to go here in the first half. I think you're right there, Jake. You're going to 2-down territory. Ball's on the 21.
Don't think
8
we've
to go.
quite got the leg or the consistency yet to elect to kick one from this far out.
Right. Got a pass attempt. You got Madsen wide open, but some pressure.
Throw it away. There you go.
And you have to throw it away. And Bearcats are wanting a little flag. Got the refs talking over here about this.
Yeah, I know everybody wants to see that flag up here. It looks like
continuing of a play.
Trying to stay impartial here.
Yeah.
I think it was just a hustle play that ended with.
So it brings up 4th down. I will say he had Madsen, but had that pressure get to him.
Yeah, he had no time to. Excuse me. He had no time to move there to think or find what he wanted. Yeah. So now we're going to have ourselves a big 4th down play. 4th and 8. 8:24 to go.
Matson split out to the right. Got another pass attempt. Got some more pressure. And ball comes out. And
yeah, just no time for Washburn there to work, and he's going to be down on the ground.
Yeah. Yep.
He's up. He's limping.
Yeah. Yeah, he got twisted up there on that play. So as a fumble there on the play, either way, Ozark was going to wind up with the ball. Hate to see that for you QB there. That special shout out, folks, I was going to do. Miss Destiny Slinker wants to give a shout out to Juan Poplo, watching all the way in Spain. He was our kicker last year, foreign exchange student. And it's going to be a handoff on the right-hand side. Seth Wilson on the stop. Good job there by your Cats defense, Matson and Wilson.
Yeah, that's a great job there. It's going to be a gain of about 5 yards, though, there for the Hillbillies offense. And got a little momentum going now. Cats defense looking to strike back, take that momentum away here.
And some of the crowd are calling that running back by his name.
The backup quarterback for Ozark still in, Mr. K DeCap. As Will Banks is still over there on the Hillbilly sideline. Two halfbacks in the backfield. We'll hand off again to number 44 on the right-hand side. Shelton, missed tackle. Seth Wilson, another missed tackle. Wilson just enough to kind of trip him up. That was 44, Eli Gilstrap, 6 foot, 185 senior. Big chunk of play right there for the Hillbillies. A couple more shout-outs here for the app and the website. The city of Booneville, a good hometown, and Mayor Edgar Baker. First Booneville, home of First Booneville students, First Booneville kids, and Stacy Hobart Photo Art. Another shout-out for the live stream. Shigley Metal Shop LLC. Check them out on Facebook, TikTok, and Etsy. Hey, Frankie and them, they do make some pretty good hats. And it's going to be a handoff. Number 15, Rosin, couple guys in the backfield. And your Cats defense having a hard time wrapping up here. Finally wrapped up by,
I believe that was Dromer. Wilson down on the bottom. What looked like it was going to be a loss, or at least no gain on play, it ended up being a gain of a few. It's going to be a 3-yard pickup there. 6:40 to go in the first half of the ball game. Bend don't break defense would be good time to show right here.
We handoff to Gil. I'm sorry, it's the keeper over here by Cap, and he goes out of bounds.
Yeah, he's going to mark him at about the 24-yard line, so he's going to be a couple yards short of the line to gain there. We'll have a 3rd and 2 coming up.
So 6:26 left to go here in the first half. 3rd and 2 from the 24. Big third down here for your Cats defense. And it's going to be quarterback keeper on the right-hand side. And he's going to be close to that first down.
He's going to have it. It's going to be close.
Hunter Warren on the stop for your Cats.
And they're going to give it to him. That's going to be just enough for a first down. So new set of downs here. It'll be 1st and 10, the 22-yard line.
Cap's still in at quarterback for the Hillbillies. It's going to be handoff number 14. That's Lawson Wright.
Yeah, there you go.
And Hunter Warren is having himself a game. Got another shout out all the way from OKC. Mr. Joey Ballant says, "Go Cats." Willie Joe and Brown and Tyler Lee Brown say, "Go Cats." Give a shout out to Mr. Matt Marsh.
Gonna have a 2nd and 12 coming up now. Ball's at the 24-yard line.
And it's going to be a handoff on the left-hand side.
Oh, just unable to wrap up.
Rosin, he's just a big old man. Dromer there on the stop for the Cats. 5:11 left to go here in the second quarter. 17-14 is your score. Ball is on the 10-yard line. Be first and goal here for the Hillbillies. Right is to the left of Cap. Rosin to the right. He's going to get the handoff on right up the middle. And got a handful of Cats down there on the stop. Let's see. Warren again on the stop. Wilson as well.
Second and goal now, coming up from the 7-yard line. Clock is ticking under the 4:40 mark now. Plenty of time for the Hillbillies.
Mary Garman wants to give a shout out to all those young boys that are deployed that were Bearcats players back in the day. Travis Adair and his brother, and then Jared Goddard, and then Mr. Ryan Matthews, Mr. Jed Boyard as well. And Cap is going to go nowhere. That was Todd on the stop.
I think Booneville's going to elect to take a timeout now to try to conserve a little bit of this clock. It's 3rd and 6 with 4:11 remaining in the half.
Timeout's going to be brought to you by Pop and Pup Metalwork LLC. They do repair and fab welding. Give Jason and JD a call. They do some awesome work. We'll take a little break. Right back. You're watching Bearcat football. And we're back here, Bearcat Stadium. QB Jace Washburn is back there, back out on the field for you Cats, so you always like to see that. 4:11 left to go here in the second quarter, guys and gals. 17-14, 3rd and goal from the 6. Cap is in the backfield. Right is to the right of him. Cap's looking to pass. He's got his big tight end open over there. H-back, it's number 0. That was Easton Fox.
Yeah, just overthrows them right there, and that's potentially just one of those lack of experience tosses. He's got a man wide open, just misses him, and now all of a sudden, Booneville has got that 4th down they were looking for. It's 4th and 6. It looks like they're going to elect to keep their offense on the field. I like the call based off of what I've seen from the kicker up to this point. He's had some issues pulling it a little bit to the left.
And it's going to be a quarterback keeper on left-hand side. Big stop. Seth Wilson and the Cats defense.
Big stop. Bend, don't break mentality, baby. We've talked about it for 3 years now. And once again, Booneville comes up big, and they're going to have 4 minutes and 1 second to go the length of the field. It'll be their ball. It looks like the 2-yard line.
Cats do have 2 timeouts, as well as the Hillbillies. Like you said, 98 yards to go. See what kind of drive the Cats can get cooked up here. Got Connor Droman coming into the game at halfback. Kind of reminds me of when Bryson May and the Cats back in the day was all the way back here. And even more recent, Cam Brazier back over at Charleston took off 98 yards for a touchdown. Hunter Warren's in the backfield at fullback.
I imagine you'll see Warren get the ball here, get a little room to work.
Little
and
side
that's
step
what
by
he
Hunter
does.
Warren.
Looky here.
Goes a stiff arm down to the 15, carries him down to the 18.
I thought we might have had another one of those
I did
moments
too.
you were just talking about. He almost broke free.
That was 23 on the stop, Zach Young.
Either way, that's a great job. Gives the Cats a little bit of breathing room now. It's tough. You've got limited options when you're squeezed in the back of your own end zone like that. So it's an excellent job by Warren to give the Cats some breathing room and let this offense work.
Todd goes in motion. Hand off to Dromer. Cuts back inside. Spin move by Dromer. Connor Dromer, maybe a yard or two. there on that carry.
By number 44, Eli Gilstrap.
Not a lot of yard gain, but a lot of moving. Spin move and a little bit of a juke was able to get him those couple of yards there. It's going to be 2nd and 8 now as the ball is placed at the 20-yard line.
3:20 left to go here in the second quarter for your Cats. Washburn's your quarterback. Drummer goes in motion. Handoff to Warren. Sidestep and
just
maybe
nowhere
back
to
to the
go.
line
And
of scrimmage.
thought you might see Ozark elect to take a timeout right there. They choose to let this clock run. Booneville will get the ball to start the second half.
2:50 left to go here in the first half. 3rd and 8, balls on the 21.
You imagine if they get a stop here, you will see a timeout call.
Yeah. And ball comes out. Dylan Todd, man.
Ball come out and he falls on it. And Booneville's going to bring on their punt team, and that clock is continuing to run.
Which
a little
is a
bit
good-
shocked by that. I thought that you might see a timeout called there. I imagine the Cats will run this down under 2 minutes. Got 22 seconds left on the play clock here.
It's going to bring on Matson to do the punting. It's going to be Lawson right back deep for the Hillbillies over here on the left, and I believe that's number 3, Moreland on the far side. Timeout by your Cats with 1:59 left to go here in the second quarter. And we'll take a little break with them. Timeout's going to be brought to you by Pop and Pup Metalwork LLC. They do small engine repair, ride and push mower, and trim and JD, trimmers and chainsaws. So give JD and Jason a call. We'll take a little break and be right back. You're watching Bearcat football. And we're back here at Bearcat Stadium. Nobody back deep for the Hillbillies. And Matson.
Scott, not a lot of distance. Does get a Bearcat bounce across the 50, across the 45, and that's where the ball is going to be placed. The 45-yard line where the Hillbillies will have 1:48 to do some damage here. Booneville defense looking to continue on that momentum shift that they gained on the big stop down there on the 4th and goal situation in the prior drive.
Got another shout out here. It's Amanda Jennings. Want to give a shout out Christy Yarborough, EMT, and Mr. Mason Hostler, volunteer firefighter, Sugar Grove Fire Department. Give a shout out to Mr. Austin Wilkins and his family. I missed the shout out last week. Got a pass here and it's caught.
So well thrown ball, but because he caught it moving away from where he was trying to go here, it's going to keep that clock a-ticking. 1:30 now. Ball's across midfield, placed at the 47-yard line.
Eli Gilstrap's to the right of Cap. He's going to get the hand up over here on the left-hand side. Flag coming in. And just trying to make a good hit, but Damari pulled there on the stop.
Flag's going to bring it back. I think it was a shift, was it not?
I think so.
Yeah, so illegal shift, I believe, is going to bring this thing back, and that's a good break for the Cats. Booneville defense, one thing they did really well last week and early on today was wrapping up, and not so much here in the second quarter of this game. That'll be a key priority point for Aaron Kimes and the Bearcat defense coming out of the half. Ball's going to go back to the opposite side of the 50 now. Ball's placed at the 49-yard line of the Hillbillies. Going to be a 2nd and 6 now. A 1:12 remaining in the opening half.
Let's see here. Give a shout out to Miss McKinley Tucker. Tomorrow is her birthday, so we'll give her a happy birthday wish. And right, met in the backfield by number 52. That's going to be Mr. Bowman. Oh, Cutler Haller. Sorry, Cutler.
Good job by Haller. Haller, a Booneville kid.
Yeah.
Went to school at Paris for a couple years there. His family had a job in the school district, and he is back. Always been a Booneville kid. Big stop right there. Happy to have him back.
And it's going to be a quarterback keeper flag coming in here late. And Matt's in there on the stop for the Cats.
Cade Cap coming in. Just a sophomore, and he's done a good job.
Yeah.
Not expecting to play much tonight, at least on that side of the ball. Done a good job, dives forward a little bit short. We do have a personal foul.
Chop block.
Chop block. Go against the Hillbillies.
That'd be a 15-yard penalty there.
Yeah, that's a big one. That's going to back it way up. And that may lead to either a final heave or a knee out.
Yep.
And take this thing into the half. A lot of times you'll see a team just knee this thing out and survive for another day. It's always dangerous to chunk one deep.
Yeah, no need to try to get something drastic going here.
Yep, and they're just going to let it run. So with that, Booneville is going to hold on to a 17-14 lead. Headed up to the field house to gather their thoughts and do a little game planning here for a big second half coming up. Again, that's Booneville 17, Ozark 14, 1 half to go.
We'll take a little break and be right back. When we come back, folks, it'll be time for your Shelter Insurance halftime show. You're watching Bearcat football. And we're back here at Bearcat Stadium. We're going to step aside, folks, and let you enjoy your Shelter Insurance halftime show brought to you by Shelter Insurance, agents Jerald Baker and Austin Baker.
Please welcome to the field for your halftime entertainment, the award-winning Pride of Ozark High School Marching Band. The band is led by drum major Adeline Caldwell, head director James Maestri, assistant director Jared Estrada, and color guard coordinator Ashley Warren. Tonight, the band performs the first part of their show, Together We Shall Rise, featuring the music of Mozart, Stravinsky, and Hamilton by Lin-Manuel Miranda. The show explores the three phases of struggle: conflict, understanding, and resolution. In the end, the band reveals that divided we fall, and together we shall rise. Drum Major Adeline Caldwell, is your band ready? Please enjoy tonight's performance of Together We Shall Rise. Ladies and gentlemen, your award-winning Pride of Ozark Marching Band. We would like to thank our pregame meal sponsors, the Robinson family. We would also like to thank the Ozark Band Booster Organization and all of our warm weather uniform sponsors, Lisa Little Counseling, Access Medical Clinic Ozark, Ozark Family Fitness, Taylor Barber Shop, Tall Cotton Enterprises, Precision Trimming, and JLW Towing. Thank you for your attention, and go Ozark, where Hillbilly Pride runs deep.
Ladies and gentlemen, Booneville High School is proud to present the Booneville Bearcat Marching Band. Today the band will perform this year's competition show, Cellular. Part 1, Call Me Maybe. Part 2, Cell Interrupted. And Part 3, Call Me. Drum Major Kel Smith, is your band ready? You may take the field for halftime entertainment. Your Booneville Bearcat Marching Band. The Bearcat Band is under the direction of Brian Rhodes and Angela Rhodes, and under the field command of Drum Major Cale Smith. The color guard sponsor is Tina Wilson. Band intern is Cadence Graves. The band's next performance will be next Friday, September 13th at Paris, when the Bearcats take on the Paris Eagles. Enjoy the rest of the game and go Bearcats!
That was your award-winning Booneville Bearcat Marching Band. And now, folks, it is time for our Band Member of the Week, sponsored by Shelter Insurance and agents Jerald Baker and Austin Baker. Our Band Member of the Week is Miss Alyssa Hall. She's a Bearcat Band senior and is the daughter of William and Amanda Hall. As the captain of the elite Bearcat Band color guard, Alyssa has demonstrated exponential leadership, skills, and a solid work ethic. Alyssa not only shines in performing and helping others to teach the challenging color guard routines, but she is also an outstanding baritone saxophone player for our Bearcat Jazz Band. She exemplifies how participating in band can cultivate leadership skills and a diverse range of musical talents. Again, Miss Alyssa Hall, your Band Member of the Week. We want to thank Shelter Insurance and agents Jerald Baker and Austin Baker for sponsoring our halftime show, for being our sponsor for the live stream and a sponsor of the app and the website. We'll run through the sponsors real quick for the app and the website. And our exclusive broadcast advisor for the live stream, for the app and the website, is going to be First Western Bank, serving our local communities for 110 years. Our premier sponsors, Union Bank. Let Brett Cook and the staff take care of your banking needs. Taylor Niedert and Patriot Utilities. And Mayo's Quality Plumbing. They are also sponsored by, the app is Shelter Insurance, agents Jerald Baker and Austin Baker. The City of Booneville, a good hometown, and Mayor Edgar Baker. First Booneville, home of First Booneville students and First Booneville kids, and Stacy Hobart Photo Art. Now, sponsors for the live stream. Some Tier 1 sponsors for the live stream. Shelter Insurance, agents Jerald Baker and Austin Baker. Midtown Charm. Stop by and let Misty and all the little shops down there. There's Artsy Tartsy, Ty Lee Creations, Indulge Yourself, Bend the Trend, Little by Little, and many more. So stop on down behind Union Bank on Village Loop and let Midtown Charm take care of you. Also, Airmaster Inc. You air out? Give Lance and Corey a call. They also have left-handed bolts, I think, still from last year, on sale for a free $1 a piece. I'm just kidding, folks. Some other sponsors for the live stream. Hit of the game. Sponsor is going to be Black Dog. And, folks, we got a couple of hits. That's going to be up for the bait. We got Dylan Todd's hit on the quarterback earlier that caused the fumble that Hunter Warren recovered that set up the Cats' first touchdown of the game. And then Taylor Niedert's big old hit on the receiver across the middle. So that's two of our two plays that's been nominated for our Black Dog hit of the game. Some more sponsors. It's going to be Reed's Hometown Barbecue. They are sponsoring our play of the game. First down sponsors, Crowley City Service. You can give them a call, 675-3686. They do tires, brakes, shocks, oil changes, and wiper replacements. Pop and Pup Metalwork LLC. Let JD and Jason take care of you. Your lawnmower's not working right, folks? Take it on down there, give them a call. They'll see what they can do. They do a pretty good job. You got a blade that needs sharpening? Give them a call. They'll put an edge on it. Also, Wiggins Ace Hardware. Clay and Grant taking care of all your hardware needs and anything you got on that honey to-do list. Also, Shigley Metal Shop, LLC. Frankie and Cynthia, Cynthia still do the freshies that you hang up in your car. Your car starts stinking, folks. Give Cynthia and Frankie a call. They can hook you up. That's Shigley Metal Shop, LLC. Check them out on TikTok, Facebook, and Etsy. Also, Susan's Flowers and Gifts. making your loved one's day a special day. They're over by Sonic, across from Tractor Supply across the road. Stop in there just because, whether it's Valentine's Day or a birthday or anniversary, a wedding, or maybe just the passing of a loved one. Stop by and help that day be just a little bit more special, whatever it is. Let Susan and Danny take care of you. Thank you to all of our sponsors for the app and the website, BoonevilleBearcats.com, and all the sponsors for the live stream. I do have some stats for your folks, courtesy of Mr. Glenn Parrish. All right, let me get them pulled up here for you folks. First, the Ozark Hillbillies, they got 26 rushes and 191 yards, and they got 29 passing yards. And your Booneville Bearcats, 21 carries, 112 yards, and 37 yards through the air on one pass attempt. Some leading rushers for the Hillbillies is Kobe Wilbanks, 10 carries, 108 yards. But he hadn't been in the game since early in the first half. And good job, Connor Lentz, tiptoeing down that sideline. Boy, he was almost gone, folks.
Yeah, he nearly took it.
Leading rusher for you Cats is going to be that man right there, Connor Lentz. He's got 5 carries for 46 yards. Hunter Warren has 29 yards. And the next leading rusher for the Hillbillies is going to be Gilstrap, Eli Gilstrap, 44, 2 carries for 38 yards.
Looks like Lentz stepped out about the 43-yard line, and Jace Washburn, starting quarterback for the Bearcats, is currently on the sideline, so that'll be Rhett Niedert, number 10, junior, in for some extended action.
And Hunter Warren's your leading tackler on the defense for your Cats with 7. Connor Lentz gets the pitch, heads to the outside, knocks over his own guy down to the 45-40. Still on his feet down to the 35 to the 32. Wrapped up by number 3. That's going to be Casey Moreland. And you like what you see there for your Cats offense, led by your backup quarterback, Rhett Niedert. Where did we start at, Isaac, so I can jot down? Niedert comes up under center. Lentz is your left halfback. Warren's your fullback. Todd goes in motion from the right. It's a pitch over here to Dylan Todd. Good block. Dylan Todd to the 20. 15 cuts back. Nice move by Pickle. Dylan Pickle Todd down to the 5-yard line. And the senior's having himself one heck of a game.
Yes, he is. He's the heart and soul of this team. The effort that he puts in each and every game, each and every play. Does a good job right there. That's 2 big runs back-to-back off the legs of Dylan Todd and Connor Lentz. Now the Cats are in business. Going to have as a 1st and goal from the 5-yard line.
Same formation here for you Cats. This time Lentz goes in motion. Handoff to Warren on the right-hand side, and Hunter still on his feet. And he's going to be just a hair shy there.
Yeah, they're going to give him about a 4-yard gain there. We're going to have 2nd and goal from the 1-yard line. The Cats are knocking on the door of a quick strike here. So far, no issues with the quarterback change. Damari Poole comes on as Hunter Warren jogs off the side. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Give a shout out to Bearcat superfan Mr. Glenn Rice. He was supposed to join us up here for our pregame show, but he was unable to make it up here. But give a shout out to him. Says go Cats. Damari Poole up the middle, touchdown Bearcats. Damari Poole 1 yard out.
That sets the tone early on, right there, early on in the 2nd half for the Cats. Excellent job by Damari Poole to cap off a quick drive. Looks like it went about 60. What did it go? 60 yards
60
there.
yards, yeah.
Something like that to give the Cats a 9-point lead. Oliver Loaiza on to do the kicking.
Another shout out to Mr. Joey Ballin. He's watching from OKC. He is Hunter Warren's uncle, and he is in the U.S. He's a U.S. Navy vet and a Booneville Bearcat 91 to 93 through 93. Good snap, and the kick is no good.
Everything was a little out of sorts. Timing was off right there. Loaiza just got a little too close to the ball, it looked like, and That's going to fall no good. So the Cats, 10:24 to go in the third quarter. 9-point lead, 23 to 14.
Before I forget, those first downs, folks, are brought to you by Crowley City Service. Need some tires replaced, shocks replaced, or maybe just some windshield wipers put on your vehicle. Head on down to Crowley City Service. Let them take care of you. So 23-14 is your score. 10:24 left to go here in the third quarter. The Cats are on top. Got a shout out here from Mr. Lonnie Barham. He's all the way up in Rhode Island, folks. He's watching. Said close game last week. Watching a close one this week. Says go Cats. Rooting for you is Bearcat football 63, 64, and 65. Got a high kick and fielded at the
dangerous right there.
Yeah, that was 23. Zach Young. He probably could have let that go out of bounds.
Yeah,
but I'm not
well,
sure if
I
he knew
think
where
that's
it was.
I think that's what he was trying to do, and it hit and kind of come straight up in the air. Had no choice but to grab it with a couple of Bearcats in pursuit there. And decent starting field position though. It's going to be placed at the 36-yard line now. Hillbillies will come out for their first offensive drive of the quarter. Cats defense.
Good shout out to Peg Johnson. Again, Cap is your quarterback with the injury to Gilstrap. Gets the carry. Nice move here by Gilstrap. And he's going to be wrapped up by Seth Wilson. And Gilstrap, I will say, even though he's a hillbilly, boy, he's running with some tenacity.
Yeah, he's a hard runner. Cats have had a few issues here wrapping up tonight. That was one of the key points to discuss going into halftime, I'm sure. And right there, are unable to drag him down. It's going to be a 14-yard pickup, ball at midfield. We do have a flag down.
And Cap's got a big old room to go down to the 30. Ball comes out.
And it's going to be
picks it up.
recovered.
56.
I think we're going to have an
Even
illegal
done.
shift over here, boys. I had two guys in motion, it looked like, and that's going to come on back. So a good run by Cap is going to be negated by the penalty.
Even done. There is a flag on the play.
Or, I'm sorry. They're going to call a
False start on the
false start, illegal formation, back that thing up 5 yards. So all that running for naught. It's going to be 1st and 15 now. Ball's going to be placed the Hillbillies' own 45-yard line. 1st and 15.
Jan Taylor wants to give a shout out to Josh Pepe and Barrick Reynolds. A couple guys with some, spent some time in the military. I believe Barrick's a police officer now.
Yes, he is.
Two receivers to the right. Cap's quarterback. Going to be a handoff to I'm sorry, it's the keeper, but Cap. Seth Wilson in there on the stop.
Good job.
Handful of, whole slew of Cats in there. Haller was one of the first guys back there to make contact.
Yeah, that's going to drop him for no gain there. So we're going to have a 2nd and 15 coming up. Is number 65 for the Hillbillies. That's Spencer Gresham. He's a junior, 5'10", 230-pounder. He's going to have to jog off. Lost his helmet.
9:22 left to go here in the third. 2nd and 15 here. Ball's on the 45-yard line. Some scores for you folks from halftime. Mansfield was up 28-0 at halftime over Waldron. Got a timeout here by the Hillbillies. And we'll just stay right here, folks. I'll give you some more scores. Rivercrest is up over Gosnell 14-6 in the third. Gosnell part of the 4A3. Or the 3-4A. There we go. Mina's up 7-0 over Little Rock Hall, and Charleston and Pottsville's tied 21 in the third. Let's see here. Smackover is up 28-14 over Fountain Lake, and Hamburg is beating McGee 17-6. Little 4A, 3A matchup there. Warren is up big, 33-0 over Whitehall. Atkins so far is having a pretty good year, folks. They're up 21-6 over Dover. Dover got a win last week over Lavaca, 8-0. Then let's see, Newport They're up big, 38-7 over Class 5A Batesville. Newport's got a couple good athletes. The Barker kid at halfback, he was a Penn State commit. He decommitted. The real good kid at receiver, I've gone blank on his name. He transferred to Greenwood, then transferred back to Newport. So Newport, it's someone to watch out for later on in the year.
Yeah, they're going to be a solid program down the road.
We have trips to the right, one over here to the left. Cap throwing a pass, and man, Chase Shelton almost had an interception.
Yeah. Poorly thrown ball. Cap there catches a break because that ball was just out of the reach there of Shelton. If that thing would have been lower, he'd catch that in stride. He may have been gone. Instead, falls incomplete. Lucky break for the Hillbilly offense, and they're going to have themselves a 3rd and 15 from their 45-yard line.
Rosin's up 25-0 over Harmony Grove. That's in the second. Excuse me, that's in the second quarter according to scoreboard on Fearless. Trips to the right, one to the left. Same formation here for the Hillbillies. 9:04 left to go here in the third. Got a whistle, and the Hillbillies going to have to burn another timeout.
Yeah, that's not a good time to take a timeout early in the third quarter in this situation. Cats do a good job. It's a good break for this defense, gives them a breather. When we come back, we're going to have ourselves a 3rd and 15.
We'll take a little break. We are back. You're watching Bearcat football. And we are back here. Bearcat Stadium, Shield Field. Don Elmore press box just right off DJ George Drive. 9:04 left to go in the third. 3rd and 15. Rosin goes in motion. Cap has got some pressure here from Wilson and pull. And incomplete.
Yeah, throws it short. Nobody going to be able to get to that one. That's going to fall incomplete and bring on the punt team from Ozark. And a good job by the Cat defense. Momentum in the Booneville favor right here. Had a quick strike, couple long offensive runs off the legs of Connor Lentz and Dylan Todd. Cap it off with a Damari Poole 1-yard touchdown, and then you had yourself a good stop here on defense, and all of a sudden Booneville's in business.
Easton Fox to do the punt, and back deep is going to be Mr. Rhett Nieder. 8:59 left to go here in the third. The snap. Seth Wilson applying some pressure high.
Get out of the way. Get out of the way.
And down at the 35. I believe that was 15. Rhett Nieder picked it up, but
I believe that ball should not have been blown dead. I think it has to be corralled and covered.
Yeah, he just touched it.
I'm not sure on that, but I thought when it happened,
you got to have control of it.
That you did. Rhett Nieder, just in case, picked that thing up and tried to house it. Looks like it's going to be Booneville's ball at the 35-yard line now. I don't know. I had to check on that rule. I may be wrong on that, but I thought you had to.
I think you're right, though. But
either way, you're going to have back on the field is Jace Washburn now. Good to see him back.
Yes, sir. Todd goes in motion. Washburn looking the pass.
Wondering if that's
He's got
why.
Lentz open. Oh!
Oh, man.
Oh, he had a touchdown. He knew it.
It was a perfectly thrown ball. Just unable to get it to go. And that right there is why Jace Washburn was back in that game.
Yeah.
had a good opportunity there, did his part, and it just goes through the hands of Lentz. Bad break for Booneville is going to bring up a 2nd and 10 now.
So Niedert's going to come back in at quarterback for you Cats. Washburn comes out. Harrell split out to the left. Matson to the right. Todd's your right halfback. Warren's your fullback. Todd goes in motion. And it's going to be a keeper by Niedert. Rhett Niedert about has his jersey pulled off of him. Picks up maybe about, 3 there on the carry?
Yeah, not a lot, but he fought for every one of those yards right there. Niedert comes in at quarterback, has his own number called there.
8:15 left to go here in the third quarter. 23-14 is your score. 3rd and 7. Ball's on the 43-yard line of the Cats. Same formation here. Going to have Todd going in motion. And a little confusion there.
Yeah, nothing was clean about that play.
Wow.
Just thought we were going to have a false start call on
I
us,
did
and
too.
we got away with it there. Either way, it's going to be a loss of 2, and that's going to bring back on Booneville's punt team, Ozark, with a quick 3 and out.
So that's going to send back number 2. It's going to be Colton Rosen and Lawson Wright. Number 14. 7:30 left to go here in the third. Matson to do the punting. Matson with the punt off the side of his foot.
Going to land about the 38-yard line, I thought. And they're going to mark it at the 30.
Or 40.
Or, I'm sorry, yeah.
44.
I threw you off. That's my fault.
And it don't take much anyways.
I said the wrong number, and then the 44.
44.
So that's where they're going to mark it. It's going to be 1st and 10 now for the Hillbillies. Good job by their defense to get that offense back on the field for another opportunity here. Currently trailing the Cats by 9.
Caps the quarterback. Rosen's going to get the handoff. Damari Poole
Yeah,
holds him.
there we
Rhett
go.
Niedert wraps him up. Got a flag coming
Yeah,
in, though.
that's going to be against Booneville, I think. Looked like a hand got up a little high on the helmet. We'll see if that's the call, but maybe I think if it's a face mask, I think it'll just be a 5-yarder. I'm not sure if I agree with that, but
Yeah.
okay, so we'll have a 15-yard penalty. Bad break right there because the Cats had him behind the line of scrimmage there, and instead, field is going to be flipped. Ball placed at the 41-yard line of the Booneville defense, and a fresh set of downs for the Hillbillies.
So Ozark's going to take over their on the 41 of the Cats, excuse me. Cap's going to send Colton Rosen in motion with the jet sweep. And good hit.
Good hit.
Seth Wilson. Got a flag coming in late.
Man, flag after flag, it feels like.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Coach Curley was mad.
Flag is at the 41-yard line. I'm not sure what this could be. I mean, it was a good, solid, hard tackle by Seth Wilson.
Yeah, I don't think the penalty was on the hit there. I think it was
after. It's on extracurricular, I believe. We'll see, though.
got a personal foul. It's going to go against the Hillbillies. I think that's one thing Doc was fired up about. I think he was something going on to one of his kids taking up for him. So that 15 yards is going to go back the other way. Give him 15 and take it right back here. And now it's going to be 2nd and 25, if I'm not.
I'll take your word for it.
Tried to do that. I guess I could just look at the scoreboard, huh? 2nd and 25, yeah. So
6:50 left to go here in the third quarter. Cap on the keeper. Dakota
Yeah,
Matson
there
wraps
you
him
go.
up, and Shelton with the help.
Number 8, Cap on the carry. Tackled by number 22, Dakota Matson.
Cap tried to get
Good job right there by Matson. Shelton with the final push there. Looks like they're going to give him a yard on the play. So now we're going to have a long 3rd and 24 here. Cannot get beat over the top if you're a Bearcat secondary player.
Looks like
Keep
Cody
the ball
Smith
in front of
come
you.
out. Ozark's taking their time. They've
Taking all their time.
Yeah. One timeout left, and like you said, Jake, can't get burnt deep here. 3rd and 24. Trips to the left. Going to have a delay of game, or did they call their last timeout?
My
They've
goodness.
called their last timeout with 6:01 left to go in the 3rd quarter.
Just
Coach Burns is not a happy camper.
I'm not. This has been poor clock management up to this point.
Yeah.
And it keeps coming in situations where, you know, if it's me, I'm very leery of taking a timeout on a 3rd and 24.
Yeah.
You're only down 9. You've got plenty of time, 1/4 left. Defense just got a big stop. But if you draw up a good play here and it works, it was the smartest man on the field.
Exactly.
So up to the Bearcat defense here to keep that from happening. Have ourselves a 3rd and 24 after the extracurricular activity brought Ozark back an additional 15.
All right, 6:01 left to go here in the 3rd. 3rd and 24. Ozark needs a first down. They need to get all the way down to the Cats' 31-yard line. They're on their own 45. Cap looking to throw. Got some pressure here from Haller. And Dylan Todd with the sack.
Go, Todd, at a baby.
Mr. Dylan Todd is having himself of a game.
And now that timeout doesn't look so good.
No.
It's going to be a loss of several. Dylan Todd in pursuit from behind, able to bring him down, and that's going to be a loss of 8 on the play. 4th and 32.
Mr. Fox will do the punting.
Might as well be 4th and Washburn.
Yeah.
Good punt's going to get a hillbilly roll.
Yes,
Flips the field. Excellent job by Fox. Ball's going to be brought in at the 18-yard line, and that's where Booneville's offense will take over possession. Looking to tack on a few more, currently leading by a score of 23-14, 9-point lead. We've got about 5 minutes, a little over 5 minutes to go in the 3rd.
Give a shout out to some sponsors for the app and the website. Exclusive broadcast advisor. It'll be First Western Bank, serving our local communities for over 110 years. Noah Harrell spits out to the left. Matson to the right. Niedert, he is in at quarterback right now. Todd is in at your right halfback. Warren is your fullback. Todd goes in motion. Ball's on the ground. And Rhett Nieder's trying to make something out of nothing, and that goes for a loss of about, 5, maybe 6? No, that's about 10, isn't it?
It's going to be a loss of
8.
Marking a loss of 5 there.
That works.
So 2nd and 15 coming up. All things considered, that's not terrible with how it looked.
No, you're
from
right.
the snap.
Got a
Ball
pitch over here to
pitched.
Lentz.
And turn on the
Connor
Jets,
Lentz
baby.
down to the 35-40. Connor Lentz still on his feet. Oh, lowers the boom at midfield. That's what your Cats needed right there. Big pickup from the junior, and we got a holding call, and I'm calling horse hockey.
Flag is going to bring it back. Great job by Lentz.
I don't even see a flag on the field. Do you?
Yeah, it's
there it
right
is.
there at the 19.
I need my eyes checked, I guess.
It's been a disappointing evening for this Cats offense, and Coach Crowley's down there is just distraught. Now that's what was a big run all the way down to the 50-yard line is going to be moved back inside the 10-yard line. Booneville going the wrong direction.
Yeah, that's a good, what, 28-yard run?
The referee can't walk him, and
So that's going to put the ball on the 9-8. It's about the 9-yard line.
Yeah, not a lot of room to work.
2nd and 17. 4:20 left to go here in the third. Harrell split out to the left, Matson to the right. Lynch is your left halfback, Todd's your right halfback, Warren's in at fullback, Needard is still in at quarterback. Going to be a handoff to Connor Lentz over here on the right-hand side. Connor
room again.
Lentz following his blocker, Connor Lentz to the 30.
Keep
Down
going,
to the
keep
40,
going.
Connor Lentz, back where he was, to the 50. Connor Lentz.
No flag
with the
this time.
gigantic pickup.
Connor Lentz has been a bright spot in this offense today.
Yes.
That's 2 just across the 50-yard line. That one gets the stand. Flips the field, and Booneville will now be into Hillbilly territory at the 49-yard line, 1st and 10 off the legs of Connor Lentz. Great job by Lentz.
If I figured that right, that's about, what, a 42-yard run? Somewhere there. Never said I was a math person, y'all. Hunter Warren with the carry. Yard maybe there.
Falls forward and gains 1. Tackle was made by number 0. That's Easton Fox. Does a little punting and a little tackling.
Yep.
Bring up a 2nd and 9 now at the 48.
Damari Poole comes in at fullback, and Connor Dromer comes in at your left halfback. Needard's still in at quarterback here for you Cats. 3:13 left to go in the third. It's 2nd and 9 from the 48 of the Hillbillies. Todd goes in motion, ball's on the ground, and Needard, I think, able to fall forward, but lucky break for your Cats.
Yeah, that's been the one Achilles heel so far this season. Ball has spent a lot of time bouncing around on the ground, and that's something that you got to get cleaned up. I know, you know, it's a little bit different. We've got a new quarterback in. We've shifted some guys along the line. But that's something that down the road could hurt you. We got to get that cleaned up. Going to have a 3rd and 8 now on the wasted play.
Same formation here for you Cats,
And
and another busted play. Rhett Needard.
Man.
I thought he was almost able to do something pretty decent there. I say do something decent. He did do something decent. Picked up,
he did.
You know, 2-3 yards there.
Proves to be an important run right there by Lentz now. Flips the field. Punt this thing. Good punt can get you down inside the 20-yard line here. Cats offense unable to get much going.
We'll say last 3. Here's Matson's kick. That's a little bit better kick from Matson.
Yeah, and gets a little side bounce. It's going to be just inside the 20. Ball's going to be placed at the 18. Looks like the 18-yard line, where the Hillbillies offense will jog back on the field for another opportunity here, trailing 23-14. Got just over a minute and a half to go in the third quarter.
Want to give a shout out to Mr. Joe Wickton. He says they are tuned in and watching from way up here. Hopefully the weather's not too cold up there yet, Joe. We'll say we do have a nice little decent breeze coming in, kind of from the northeast. Started to had rain before. Phone says it's 78 degrees. Good football weather, folks.
Yeah, it feels nice out there. We're in this press box that
Hillbillies down to 2
not
seconds.
so nice.
Yeah. Cap with the keeper on the right-hand side. Got a flag on the far side. We'll see what it is. Again, the Hillbillies are out of timeouts. There's 1:32 left to go in the third.
Going to have us another formation penalty. He's going to back it up 5 yards. 1st and 15 now, and that's something we talked about. Issues holding on to the ball for the Bearcat defense, or excuse me, the Bearcat offense. I think the issue tonight on the Hillbilly offense has been these procedure penalties. willing to bet that's about the 5th or 6th one called.
Yeah.
A couple of them after some big runs.
Right.
And that one right there will back the ball up inside the 15-yard line. Ball at the 13, it looks like, 1st and 15.
Landon Bowman comes in at linebacker for Hunter Warren. And right with the ball, direct snap. And Bowman with the hit.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Running with the ball straight up, tiptoeing, trying to find somewhere to go, and he left his chin a little high. Bowman puts a pop on him.
A 5'10", 200-pound sophomore move in.
Saw on Fearless Friday, we got all these move-ins from Greenwood.
I saw
you
that.
See that?
I did. I
got
read
a
that.
lot of them, I think.
A lot of them.
A
What
whole
I
bunch.
read. I thought that was kind of funny.
I got to thinking about it. I can think of one kid in my entire life that moved here from Greenwood.
Yeah.
Hillbilly faithful, if you're listening.
And delay a game on the
Yep.
Hillbillies as they
Nothing
are
you
out
can
of
do,
timeout.
and this offense is just out of sorts.
Yes.
Nothing they can do to stop the clock, and we'll tack on 5 extra. Moving the wrong direction here. Cats defense needs to take advantage.
Cody Smith comes in as Aiden Fox comes out. Got a shout out. Mr. Clint Langway, he's retired from the Army. Hopefully I hadn't missed anybody. I'm going back over and checking everything. Anybody that's in the military, EMS, firefighter, and police. Connor Dromer wraps up
There we
number
go
2.
again.
That's going to be Colton Rosin on the ball carrier. Or the ball carrier, and Dromer was on him. Final play of the 3rd quarter right there, folks. So it's going to be 23-14 Cats over the Hillbillies at the end of 3. We'll take a little break. Be right back. You're watching Bearcat football. And we're back here at Bearcat Stadium. Shield Field, Don Aramore press box, right off DJ George Drive. Got a couple more shout outs I want to do. Jessica Fitzgerald wants to do a shout out to Jay Martin, Air Force veteran, is Harley Fitzgerald's uncle. Also Steve Reed, Army veteran, owner of Reed's Hometown Barbecue, sponsor for the live stream, sponsoring our play of the game. We'll be announcing that later on as the game goes on. Robert Smith, Army veteran. Charlie Smith, Army veteran.
Going to have is a 3rd down play coming up.
And a little sidearm intercept.
Almost. Great play by Nieder. Dove in. I don't know if the ball ever actually got to him. It was low. I couldn't tell.
That was Colton Rosin in at quarterback now for the Hillbillies, number 2.
Their punter, number 0, was shooken up on that play. He's jogging back there. Looks like it's his kicking leg, too. See what he's got here. Nieder back. He's going to set up camp about the 43-yard line, 45-yard line.
There's a snap.
Pretty
good punt.
But right to him.
Rhett Nieder headed down the left sideline. Decides to cut back. Little dance move. Rhett Nieder. Oh!
Good job by Nieder. Nieder's a little Swiss Army knife, man.
Yes, he is.
He's a little undersized, small guy, but man, we saw it on that defensive play a while ago. He's not afraid to put a pop on you.
Right.
One of my favorites I've ever had the privilege of coaching in baseball. He's a hard-working kid, fun to be around. A lot of people say he reminds them of myself.
Hey,
maybe
all
that's
right.
why I like him
That's
so
why
much.
you like him so much.
Yep.
I was going to say.
Maybe a lot of people hate him, though, secretly. I don't know.
I don't know. I would say I like him. When we did the interviewed him last year for the coaches show, he was one of the fun ones to interview. Always got something to say.
Yeah, he's a funny kid. Good athlete.
Hand off to Damari Poole right up the middle. Damari turning his legs. Damari going to pick up about 7 or 8 yards there on that carry. $11:20 left to go here in the ball game. 2nd and 4. Be a pickup of 7 for Damari. Mr. Joe Wickton says it's 70 degrees during the day and 40s at night. I think this is the first time we've been in the 70s in a while. We've been in the 90s and the 80s. Harrell and Matson split out to the right. Damari Poole gets the handoff on the right-hand side. Damari Poole, tripped up down to the 21-yard line. Be a pickup about 10, I believe.
Gilstrap tripped him up right there. Gilstrap's been a guy that's been all over the field today. He's had a good game for the Hillbillies. Saved a big play there off of the legs of Damari Poole. It is, however, going to be enough for a first down.
Yeah, at halftime, Gilstrap had 5 tackles, and he's been in probably about another 4 or 5 in the second half. Same formation here for your Cats. Ball's on the ground. Rhett Nieder picks it up. Rhett Nieder, gets up to the 20, pickup of 2.
Yeah, design trick play almost worked.
Yes, it did.
Gain of a couple. Big play we've been working on. Fumble-Rooski type deal.
Hopefully they're working on the annexation of Puerto Rico. Try to get some scores for you folks here. Let's see here. Todd goes in motion. It's going to be a handoff to Damari Poole on the left-hand side. Damari jumps over some people and gets down to the 15.
Good little run.
About a gain of
there.
5.
It's going to be brought down by number 14. That was a sophomore, Lawson Wright, from the safety position there. Going to have a 3rd and 3 now. It is 3rd down, correct?
Correct.
Okay, they've got 2 on
They got 2 on there.
They switched it. They're listening. Thanks for listening in, guys.
Hamburg is up 17-6 over McGee, and Smackover's up 28-14 over Fountain Lake.
Nieder to the line quick.
Nieder on the keeper. Rhett Nieder. He's going to be close to that first down right there.
I think he got just enough, and they're going to give it to him. So a 3-yard pickup is going to be enough for that first down. Ball's going to be not quite in a 1st and goal situation here. Ball's going to be placed at the 11-yard line. Well, that was their 1st and 10 from there.
Let's see. Conway Christian beat Quitman 36-13, and Newport's up 44-17 over Batesville. That is with 4 minutes left in the 3rd. And Perryville's up 50-12 over Hector.
Nieder gives it off to Lentz.
Lentz fights through the tackle. Connor Lentz down to about, what is that, the 5-yard line?
We'll place that thing at the 6-yard line. Lentz, hard runner tonight, man.
Yes.
He's been more known than, last season as kind of our quick little scat back type guy. But, and he's had his moments of that tonight, but he's also put some pop on some guys. Hard-nosed run right there is going to give him 5.
Poole still in it, fullback for you Cats, and he's going to get the handoff on the left-hand side. Damari Poole, touchdown, Bearcats.
Walk-in. Basically a walk-in touchdown. That's going to be his 2nd of the game. And it looks like Booneville,
Going to go for two, maybe.
I think they're going to go ahead and kick it. Looks like they're going to go ahead and kick the extra point here. So 29-14 is your score. You get it to go through, that's a 16-point lead for those doing math at home. You can check me, I've got a calculator up here, but I don't have to use it.
That's right.
Looking to tack on one more to make this a 16-point game, and
We'll have a
timeout. Booneville elects to take a timeout. And we may see him elect to go for two here. If you go for two, that does make it a 3-score game.
It does.
I think that would be a smart move.
I think so. 7:54. Still plenty of time for the Hillbillies to do something. I know they don't have their guy out there at quarterback, but I think you got to go for it here. Timeout's going to be brought to you by Pop and Pup Metalworks LLC. They do ride and push lawnmowers and trimmers and chainsaws. They also do small engine repair. Give JD and Jason a call. And if you folks want their phone number, 675-6609, Mr. JD Jones and Jason Jones, they do some fantastic work, folks. I do have a score. Mansfield beat Waldron 41-8. That was the final. Trying to find some more scores for you folks. Mansfield and Charleston is still tied from last I saw, 21-21, or not, Mansfield and Charleston. It'd be pretty weird if Mansfield played 2 games in one night, but.
Got Washburn coming in the game here at quarterback. Last time it was a pass play when he came in.
And here comes Warren.
Just a little out of sorts coming out of the timeout. We've got 10 seconds left on the play clock.
And hand off to Lentz, right-hand side. Connor Lentz, he's in. That
Good
makes
job.
it 31-14.
And that
Cats.
makes it tough, man. That's now a 3-score game, 31-14, 17-point lead. That's asking a lot for the Hillbillies to come back.
Yep.
They're going to have to strike quick. Excellent decision there by the Cats.
That score came at 7:54 left to go in the game. Give a shout out to some sponsors real quick. Crowley City Service. They do shocks, brakes, oil changes. Give them a call at 675-3786. Reed's Hometown Barbecue. Sponsors of the live stream. Hey, they're open tomorrow, folks. Better get in there. I believe they got the burn-ins tomorrow. So, had some burgers today. I don't think I've ever left disappointed from there either. So, we got some pretty good food establishments here in town. Black Dog and Reed's Hometown Barbecue.
Boy,
Can't
we
go
really
wrong
do.
with either one.
We really do. We're lucky. I'm also fat, but that's
Well, I'm in the same boat, so we're all right.
besides the point, I guess.
Will be fielded by Wright. He heads over towards the Hillbilly sideline. He's in pursuit by Connor Dromer, and he's going to be wrapped up by Noah Harrell
Good job by
and Mac Tillery.
great job by the whole team there, keeping their lane.
Yeah,
Did a good job of staying home. Had nowhere to go, and that's going to give the Hillbillies. Their next drive will start at the 28-yard line, where it's going to be 1st and 10. Currently down 3 with 3 scores, 7:45 to go left in the game. If you're going to win the game, you got to strike early. Right here, Hillbillies, I would think, will come out gunning.
as in the last couple plays, in the last series for the Hillbillies, Colton Rosen is in at quarterback. Ball's on the ground, and
Roslin able to get a hand on it and drag it into him. It is going to be a loss, and they're going to have to get moving. Not a lot of urgency here. I'm not big on the whole giving in deal.
right,
If you got time on the clock, there's still a chance.
yes.
So, but slow moving right now, electing to take their time as the clock is ticking down close to the 7-minute mark.
Receiver split out to the right, one to the left, pistol formation. 20 is in at the right halfback, Corbin Crabtree. And Rosen keeps it, able to shed a couple tackles. Landon Bowman, though, able to wrap him up there. Job there by Bowman.
Had a chance to drop him back behind the line. Instead, he's able to gain a few. Pretty good little run, really. He's going to get him all the way up to a 3rd and 6 from the 33, 32-yard line here.
Like Rosin was able to get away from the Cats. If your plumbing is getting away from you, folks, give Mayo's Quality Plumbing a call. They're a sponsor of the app and the website. And it's going to be handed off to number 15, Caden Rosin.
Nowhere to go.
Seth Wilson in there on the stop for the Cats.
Just kind of tiptoeing around.
Yeah.
Tiptoeing around, no burst, no sense of urgency, and that's going to be a loss of 3. That's going to bring on the punt team once again under the 6-minute mark now. Cats are going to get the ball back. Currently up 17, 31-14.
Nobody back deep for your Cats. 5:38 left to go here in the game. Low snap. And good punt there by Fox.
Yeah, and Booneville elects to bring everybody in. Nobody back there. No sense in forcing anything. And now with 5:26, Booneville will take over. I would imagine you see your starting group stay on the field here.
I think you do.
Still a little too close for comfort for me. I know it's a tall task, like I said, but
you're just one small and one momentum
right.
switch away from this kind of blowing open
right.
for the
So
Hillbillies.
I think you elect to keep everybody in here. You run your offense. You're not necessarily looking for the big play. You're just doing your thing, and if you do what you've done all night, you should have success. So we'll see what they elect to do here.
Give a shout out to Taylor Niedert of Patriot Utilities, sponsor for the app and the website, and Union Bank. Let Brett Cook and the staff take care of your banking needs. Stacy Holbert Photo Art. First Booneville, home of First Booneville students and First Booneville kids. City of Booneville, a good hometown, and Mayor Edgar Baker. Going to have offsides against the Hillbillies and Shelter Insurance. Agents Jerald Baker and Austin Baker.
Flag on the play, offsides on the defense. 5-yard penalty, replay, first down.
Hillbillies continuing to shoot themselves in the foot with the penalties. It's going to tack on 5 additional for the Cats, who, as of late in this half, have not had any trouble moving the ball.
No.
You don't want to assist them in any way.
Right. And you got to give a shout out to those guys on that offensive line. 57 is going to be your center. It's Maddox Crosby. Your left guard is going to be big old Mr. Sam Hicks, 72. And it's going to be handoff to Damari Poole, left-hand side. And Damari, I think a loss of 1 there.
Yeah, that was old Gilstrap in on the tackle, I believe.
He's got to have around like
He's got to be around
12,
10, 12.
yeah.
He's had a good night. Looks like Damari might have got to the line game, or the original line there, so we're going to have as a 2nd and 5 now.
Number 52 is your left tackle for the Cats. That's Cutler Haller. Your right guard, that's going to be number 53. That's Jeremiah Shaw. And your right tackle is going to be Caleb Richardson, number 54.
Oh, we will give them the 5 back. Little antsy. We're going to have ourselves a 2nd and 10. Left side of the line move. Back that thing up 5 yards.
Let's see here. Give a shout out to Miss Maddie Means, Bearcat fan, as well as her sister, Faith Smith, and also Alex Smith. Shout out to another firefighter, Dale Means. Connor Lentz gets the handoff and dragged down by his jersey. Back to the line of scrimmage. 4:18, folks, left to go here in the ball game. Again, you Cats taking their time. No sense in rushing anything here. Harold's your receiver on the left. Hal Payne's the receiver on the right, number 7 for your Cats. Niedert's your quarterback. Poole is your fullback, Lentz is your left halfback, and Todd is your right halfback. Lentz goes in motion, gets the handoff on the right-hand side. Connor Lentz
It's not a lot of room to work.
gets maybe 4 yards there on the carry.
Yeah, not a lot to do. It's going to bring up a 4th and mid-range here, and I imagine you probably see the clock tick on down. You take a timeout, then you bring on your punt team.
Yeah. We'll give a shout out to a couple more sponsors. Midtown Charm, sponsors for the players of the game, and we've got a couple to choose from tonight for the offensive, defensive players of the game. Check them out. They're behind Union Bank. They're on Village Loop. They got different little vendors in there. Tali Creations, Artsy Tartsy, Indulge Yourself, Bend the Trend, Little by Little, Quarterstone Boutique, and got a bunch of nice little nick and knacks down in there. So stop by there. Got Purple Rain playing in the background. Try to check some scores for you folks. 2:57 left to go here in the ball game. The Cats took a timeout. Timeout, folks. It's going to be brought to you by Pop and Pup Metalwork LLC. They do repair and fab welding. Get a hold of Jason and JD, and they can hook you up. See here. At the end of 3, Pottsville is up 28-21 over Charleston. And McGee's kind of made a little comeback. It's 27-22 Hamburg over McGee with 4:13 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Speaking of kind of a comeback, Prescott made a good comeback last night over Salem. Salem played really good, and had the lead. And Madsen, oh, I thought he was going to run it. Yeah, Isaac's right, just run it. He probably hadn't had that happen very much, and if I was in that situation, I wouldn't have known.
2:49 to go left in the game. Booneville has a 17-point lead. Ozark's offense will jog back out on the field now for another attempt. Get some points on the board, close this game up a little bit, get a little closer. They're going to get it at it looks like the 45-yard line, their own 45. They'll have themselves a 1st and 10. Again, there's 2:49 to go. Booneville currently up 31-14 over the longtime rival Ozark Hillbillies.
And your Booneville Bearcats will be on the road next week as we travel to Paris, take on the Eagles. And Clayton Green almost had him. Haller in pursuit as well. And still on his feet, Clayton Green redeems himself. Helps him with the help of, who is that down there on the bottom? That's Clayton. I think that was 50, Bowman as well on the stop. Xander Miller coming in, number 59. Next week, Ozark will be hosting Charleston in the Franklin County feud. So it's a real big rivalry. You know what I'm talking about, folks. Rivalry. Good
little tackle
job,
right there by
Seth Wilson.
Yep. Seth Wilson able to keep him to just a couple there. We're going to have a 3rd and 5 now for the Hillbillies. Clock is now at the minute 40 mark.
Landon Ritchie comes in, senior Bearcat, number 29 at linebacker for Seth Wilson.
Landon Ritchie, he's a good kid, man. It's his first season in a while back in football. He's one of the kids on my golf team. He's come a long way in that, and I know the coaches have really enjoyed having him up here. They've all bragged on how hard he works. So,
yeah, he's a 5'9", 190-pound linebacker for the Bearcats.
Everybody went but the center.
Got Mac Tillery out there, number 8. Got my guy Reagan Harger coming in, number 24, junior. Bowman's coming out. William Green, number 6, is coming in at linebacker for your Cats. Haller's coming out. 1:10 left to go here in the ball game. It's going to be handed off. William Green meets the man with the ball. That's going to be 44, Eli Gilstrap. William Green getting his name called, as well as Mr. Halpane. Connor Mayo coming in. Thank you for everybody that is tuning in and watching. If we have missed your shout out, we apologize. It is not on purpose. 38 seconds left to go. We always try to do our best to give you folks the shout outs. And Cats, guys, looks like we're going to come away with a 31-14 victory here with 5 seconds on the play clock.
Ooh, nearly downed it back
Yeah.
there. Punt is going to get a little side roll down to about the 24-yard line. 15 seconds left. You'll see a little victory formation out here, and that'll be the end of the ball game.
Punt, out of bounds. At the 24-yard line. Booneville takes over first and 10.
So we'll be on the road next week, folks, as your Booneville Bearcats travel to North Logan County to take on those Paris Eagles, kind of renew a old rivalry. Last time we played them here. Cats had a pretty good show in that game as well. Last time we went over there, we had one pretty good ball game over there.
Yeah, that was just
yeah, I got cussed out, yeah. Hopefully that don't happen again.
that was a game that ended up, what was it, 1 or 2 score?
28-21.
It could have just as easily, we could have won that thing by 4 or 5 scores.
Yes.
Wasn't for turnovers.
Say had a couple turnovers, they capitalized off for it.
Kept them in the game, yeah.
Duke Walker scooped and scored one of them, and
Yeah, they had an athletic group back then.
they did.
And I'm sure they're heard a lot about the old rivalry, Booneville-Paris rivalry, and they'll want a piece of us as well. So have to give, it don't matter who you're playing, you got to come out and give your best.
Right.
Look to see Booneville do that, coming off a big win tonight against their other rival, and a more recent rival, I should say, I guess.
Yeah, it's kind of a rival.
We've been playing for 100 years.
100 years. This was the 87th meeting, and Cats now take the series 56, 27, and 4. But 100 year in the making here. So pretty, I guess you can say, more recent rival, especially for us guys around our age. And Bearcats come away with a 31-14 win. The Hillbillies will be at home next week as they take on the Charleston Tigers in the Franklin County feud. And try to find Mr. Glenn Parrish, give you folks some final stats. While we're doing that, some Black Dog hit of the game, guys. What do you think?
Well, I mean, I know who I want to give it to. I'm not sure what the penalty was on that play.
Well, I don't either.
It came in so late. I don't
Yeah.
think it was necessarily on the play. We
Right.
just never got a heads up on what it was officially. But I would say that good little pop by Rhett Needert,
Yeah.
certainly in consideration. He also had big one by Dylan Todd
Yes.
early in the game.
Yeah, he had a pretty good hit there on the quarterback, caused that fumble, and Wilson had a pretty good pop there in the third, but I think Needer's hit there on that receiver is going to get the Black Dog hit of the game. Play of the game sponsored by Reed's Hometown Barbecue. There's a couple, but that last run there by Lentz, that 42 or so yard run there by Lentz kind of helped set up, I believe it was that last touchdown, if I'm not mistaken. Or I think we had a punt, but that was a pretty good one there. And then also Dylan Todd's rip and score.
Yeah.
It wasn't much of a scoop and score, but it was a rip and score. But what do you guys think about the Black Dog or the Reed's Hometown Barbecue play of the game?
Player of the game?
Play of the game.
Play of the game. Well, yeah, that's definitely Dylan's. You
I
know,
agree.
just so you don't see it often. You know, it don't work out that way very
No.
often. You don't even get that opportunity. So, yeah, definitely play of the game there. Gave the Cats an early 10-0 lead.
Right.
Set the tone for what the rest of the game was going to be, which was hard fought. Ozark had to, and they had some success moving the ball.
Yeah.
In that second quarter especially, not so much coming out of the half there after some adjustments were made. I know Ozark does lose their primary ball carrier with their quarterback, but honestly I don't know if it would have mattered
Right.
3 scores worth. Booneville's defense was just an intense, hard-working, challenging group tonight, and that's something we saw last week with Podo. They keep continuing to grow like that. They're going to be a lot to handle down the stretch here come playoff time.
Yeah. I think the Midtown Charm defensive players of the game, Warren and Wilson both almost double-digit tackles for your Cats. So I think probably Warren. I think Wilson got it last week. We'll give it to Warren tonight for your defensive player, Midtown Charm defensive player of the game. As far as your offensive player of the game, Lentz had a good showing, and as well as Todd. What do you think, Jake?
Yeah, I think you got to give it to Lentz. He had some big runs and some key moments. You know, some 3rd and longs, some 2nd and 14, 15. He had the back-to-back runs of 40-plus yards.
Yeah.
One was called back due to a hold, but backed it up and got it back down here. May have been a ball don't lie situation.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure. I didn't see the hold, but I wasn't necessarily in position to see it. So
Right.
But I think definitely Connor Lentz is well deserved of that player of the game.
I think so. So there you go, folks. The Midtown Charm offensive, defensive players of the game. Offensive player of the game is going to be Mr. Connor Lentz. Defensive player of the game is going to be Mr. Hunter Warren for your Cats. And then the Black Dog hit of the game is going to be Mr. Rhett Niedert's hit on that receiver. And then the Reed's Hometown Barbecue play of the game is going to be Dylan Todd's rip and score for a touchdown for your Cats. Before we get out of here, folks, we're going to try to find some scores for you.
Oh, man, just as you said that, I cleared it.
Oh.
I had it up.
Hamburg and McGee's gone final. Hamburg won 27-22 over McGee. And then Rosin, they're up big 31-8 over Harmony Grove in the third.
Glen Rose is currently leading Malvern 21-14.
Oh, wow. Little
Surprising, and yeah, Chuck just said it, that's a bit of a rivalry as well.
It's kind of a cross-town kind of.
Perryville currently leads Hector 34-12. Bismarck over Mineral Springs 21-14.
See, Walnut Ridge beat Truman, Class 4A Truman 29-28. Walnut Ridge, top 5 program in 3A. I believe they're ranked 5th or 6th or in 3A.
Greenwood played them a close one with Fort Smith Northside today, 58-0, your final score.
Oh, wow.
Greenwood seems to reload.
Yeah.
Surprising considering we have all their transfers.
Yeah, I don't know how that worked out since we got all the transfers from there.
Yeah.
Oh.
So many of them.
That can always be fun to getting on there.
Oh, Fearless Friday is great. It's fun. It'll also bring some interesting characters out of the woodwork.
Yeah, that is true. But I guess that's going to do it for us.
Yes, you are.
Do it for us up here, unless you guys got anything else you want to add.
Isaac looks like he's got something he wants to add.
Go ahead, Isaac. Isaac may be tired. He's been at the fair all day, right?
No, I got nothing, man. I got not as, on paper, not as big of a game next week with Paris, but an important game.
Yes.
Closes out your non-conference schedule.
Yep.
Gets you into a bye week or an off week there. Yep. And, of course, it always feels good to beat the Paris Eagles.
Yes.
So big one coming up and a game that'll mean a lot to a lot of people around here. So excited to be back with you here in a week, and we will hopefully see ourselves finish on top again.
Hopefully so. For Isaac Brown and Jake Fennell, I'm Zach Austin, and we will see you next time, Lord willing. We'll see you next time, folks, and remember,